go to the store, come back, do the yoga video from the other day.
Hi. We've got a couple of minutes. I just wanted to show you I have a strap and a block. It's stretch class. Don't get worried. Just for things you might need. I don't know if you'll need them, but I just like to have them. Don't worry if you don't have it. It's not a big deal. And I'll be starting in a couple of minutes. I just want to set up my phone. So there's different things for the strain. Oh, somebody's there. There's different things for the strain, like for the competition with the fitness people. Remember I was telling you about that? There's also sleep. I definitely number 230 or something on that.
On getting sleep.
And then there's a recovery option. And I'm really low on that too. Just so you know.
Yeah.
We're gonna work on hips, legs, whole bottom body today. I just did a yoga class that was for shoulders. So let's go to the other direction and do hips, quads, glutes, okay? I'll give you alternatives. Some of these are a little more aggressive, but they can be done in different positioning. So the first one, you have two options. It's kind of the warm up too to get that body warm. We're in plank and we bring that foot forward, then bring it back. Okay, so what we're looking for is the big hip opener. So if that's not available to you, you can be here. It's the same exact thing. Or you can come knees and come to the side. Okay? So here we go. I'm in my plank position. I'm bringing that foot up, waiting a second, bringing it back. Other side. Left foot up, bring it back. Bring it back. One more each side. I like to do dynamic when we're doing these big moves and then hold. And bring it back. I'm going to get my block here because I know where we're going. So if you have a book, it could work too. Back in that same position, we're going to bring that right leg over. And then we're going to try to come down onto our forearms. I'm not even available on the block today. You can keep walking that right foot out. You can also bring that left leg down, left knee back down. And we're just going to hold here. Woo! We're getting that inner thigh, hip flexor, glute. Couple more breaths. Woo! Let's come on up. We're going to move over to the other side. I'm going to start here nice and high. Get that leg over. Put my knee down. And then come down into that more relaxed position. Woo! Not as comfortably though. Tighter side. So I'm using my block. I hope you can see that. Yeah, you can. I'm using my block to lean into. I'm giving a little pulse here, super tight in this area. Woo! One more breath. Bring those hands back down to the ground and bring that leg back. We're going to lay on our backs next, figure 4. So let's get that right leg up. Cross it over the left quad. Then you have some options here. I know how I like to do this one. So what I like to do, because it's hard for me to hold on here without my chin up in the air, I tuck my chin, get the strap on, Then I'm working with the strap so I can keep my neck in one nice long line. Let's come out for a sec and come back in. And again, bring it back out. One more. Couple more breaths. Keep working with that strap. Woo! Let's release that side. Moving right over to the other side. Cross that left foot over. I'm going to lasso my right foot. It's even tighter on this side. Bring that in as close as you can. Woo! Release. Bring it back. Ooh. And again. Two more times. Ooh, I'm sure getting a IT band stretch. And we're going to hold here. Keep it in. Couple of deep breaths. How much more movement can you get? Woo! And release. We're going to keep both knees bent now, staying on our back. Legs are nice and wide. Wider than your mat. Arms are out to the side. We're going to let those knees go back and forth. Just let them go back and forth, giving them some dynamic movement. Finally got a little cold in here. It's nice having that door open all day. One more time each side. Then the next time those knees are over to the right, we're going to hold. We're going to take that right foot, put it on the outside of the left thigh, and gaze over that left arm. And just breathe into this hip flexor. Woo! I can't tell you how ready my body was for this tonight. In the shoulder yoga. One more breath. And we're going to move over to the other side. Reset the body, both knees to the left. Take that left foot, put it on the outside of the right thigh. Gaze out over that right shoulder. And we'll come back to center. Let's sit up into butterfly next. Bring those feet together. We're going to make that circle with the strap so we can get our body all wrapped up into butterfly. Kind of warms up the knees too. We like to keep the strap down so we can have a hold of it. So you'll see, I'm going to make it pretty big and then put it around me. And bring it down to my back. Then I'm going to bring that adjuster so I can get a hold of it. Okay? And I'm just going to bring in these feet as close as I can to my body while also keeping my back tall. For me, I'm going to take this and put it under my tuchus. It's unfortunate that I'm all set up in this awful position before I do that. Watch me hop back. Okay, so now my pelvis is pointed down, which I needed it to be, because if not, I was slouching. And now I can work on bringing myself closer and closer. I told you that was fun. So next time, do this sit down first. And we're just going to hold here. We can do a little bit of neck movement. Bring that head up, then tuck the chin. Back and forth. Then we'll look right and left. And notice as you're sitting here, you can continually make it tighter. Like you loosen up a little, bring it in. Loosen up a little, bring it in. Oh, my hips are screaming, but they need this. Okay, we're going to work on getting out of this next now. So for me, I'm just going to lean forward a little. This is a project. Should probably do it at the end so you can just be stuck and just like hang out there with it. Woo! Woo, let's extend those legs out. So I'm still sitting on the edge of my blanket. Take that nice big inhale. Arms are coming up. We're going to exhale, forward fold. So now maybe I bring my block or my strap, depending. Some of you will be flexible and won't need the strap. Others will. Bob's going to use the strap, and I'm going to extend my leg space with the block. You can keep your knees bent or straight. If your low back needs to stretch, you're going to bend the knees. If your hammies need to stretch, you're going to straighten them, but not lock them. They're just straighter. Tiny little bend. I'm watching the puppies. They're being cute. One more breath. And we'll come up nice and slow. We're going to sit up now. Knees are going to be bent. This is a Rory and Zach special. So we're going to bring both knees to the right. Come down, over. And come up. Both knees to the left. Down, over. Come up. Okay? So back and forth. You can bring your hands down to the floor if you'd rather use your hands to do the movement. I'm working on trying not to, keeping my back erect. This is a hard one for me. My hips don't want to do that anymore. Not the way this is happening anyway. One more time each side. Now, next time we go over to the right, we're going to hold. So come over to the right and come out across that knee. And we're just breathing. Breathing into that hip. Couple more breaths. Using our hands, let's come up. We're going to move right over to the other side. And come over that knee. Notice which side you're tighter on. So for this side, I'm going to need a block. I can't get my head anywhere. Am just going to breathe into this. One more breath. And we'll come back up. I would like to get down into that low lunge, not lunge, squat. So this is just so good when we're doing this kind of work. I'm super tight. this week, like too much exercise. So I'm gonna actually make this a little taller than I normally do and get those feet a little wider than I would. Okay, so we're gonna come down, forward fold. On the exhale, on the inhale, we sink down into that malasana, that squat. So really slowly, just work with your breath. It's the exhale for the fold, the inhale to come down, back and forth. All the cracking counts. 2 more. Last one. We'll come down into malasana, put our hands into prayer position, elbows open those legs, and we get a nice big inner thigh, outer thigh, IT band stretch. And we're just holding, breathing into what's tight. Ooh, for me, everything right now. Couple more breaths. Bring those hands down to the ground. Push away from the earth, forward fold. Knees can be bent or legs can be straight. Breathing into that low back. Okay, take a generous bend to those knees. Hands on the thighs. Come up nice and slow. And grab a chair. Woo! That's a stretched out back right now. It's easiest to get into this with the chair. So I'm going to give myself some space. Actually, what I'm going to do is put my chair on my mat so it doesn't fly. Left leg's going to come up on it. Nice and tall here. And we're going to dynamically move in and out first. Really reaching, coming back, straightening the leg. In and out. Maybe I should have brought a pole. Just joking. That was a good crack. One more. And next time we go into this, we're going to now hold on here. Left arm's going to come up. So we're really, really releasing the right psoas. Stretching the inner thighs. Bob's grunting, crying a little. One more breath. Come back up, straighten the leg, and come down for that hammy stretch. Woo! Couple more breaths. One more. And we'll come back up. Okay, we're ready to change sides. Right leg's up. Ooh, feel the difference there. Okay, we're going to move in and out again. Ooh, knee's not happy. I'm going to go a little slower here, getting into this one. Ooh. You can see this is so much harder for me on this side. The psoas doesn't want to stretch. The knee doesn't want to bend. One more. Okay, here it comes. We're going to raise that arm. Come into that stretch. Really leaning into that psoas. That's where I'm feeling the sticky. Woo! Couple of deep breaths here. Woo! Okay, release it. Straighten that leg. Come into that hammy stretch. Actually, that's better for me. Couple more breaths here. And then we'll come back up. Okay, we're going to take those feet nice and wide. Arms are down on the chair. Holding on to the edge of the chair and pushing that tush back. Not only are we getting that nice stretch in the hamstrings, but our shoulders, our lats, low back. We're just breathing. Maybe you can come down, get some more extension in those arms. Let the head drop. Woo! One more breath. Lift that head, come up nice and slow. I'm going to remove my chair. Get it out of the way. I want to be able to do wide angle with my block. So I'm opening those legs super far, internally rotating those toes. I'm going to bring my block down to the middle, especially if you're uncomfortable here. It gives you a little leverage, brings that earth up to you. Okay, so we're here for now. We're going to walk those hands over to the right, opening up that left side body. Woo! Even that pull. Under the arm, down the left side. You feel that in the arm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sure? Okay, walk them over to the left. Woo! Ooh, I just almost did a split, which would have been unfortunate since I can't. Now we're breathing into that right side body. We're going to come back to center and walk into that wide fold. Maybe we get our head down to a block, the floor. Maybe not. Slowly come up, put those hands back to the earth. And we're going to go down to the floor. Woo! We're going to sit right into hero's pose. Woo! And get the quads used to that for a second, okay? Because there's something to be said about that too. We're going to move into pigeon next. I just wanted to get those thighs ready for that big bend, get the knees warmed up. Okay, have your block ready. Could be under the tush, could be on the forehead. Got to get things out of the way. Okay, we're going to bring that right foot forward, shins first. Left foot steps back. We've got whatever form of pigeon here that's most comfortable for you. Once you get into the position, then walk that left foot back. You can also take the block, stick it under your tush, which I usually do. And then I relax my head down to the floor to rest. We want to align the hips though, so push that left foot into the earth and then realign and come down. For those of you who are extra flexible, you can grab behind you, grab that foot. You can see that's not where I am, even if I come up, but that's super available for a lot of people. So if that's you, go ahead. And we're just going to take those nice deep breaths. Let the body relax. Really breathing into that side hip flexor. Woo! Keep on working that left psoas. Stay there. I just have a little tool I'm going to try since we're in this position. I've been working with this psoas release tool. Don't judge. I didn't know if it would work here or not. No, the other one it would. Okay. Okay, come on up. We're going to trade sides. Come out of this. Ooh! Go right into that other side. Ooh. My right glute is even protesting. Walk that right foot back. Get that psoas stretch on the right. Push the right foot into the earth. Maybe you put the block here, maybe you don't. And then we just rest into this side. Breathing into the places that are tight. Woo! Ooh, I can't. I gotta rest higher. It's making me want to cry. The exhalations we release. So we consciously exhale, release, untighten. Exhale, release. Keep working with it. One more breath. And then come on up. And we're just going to come right down to our tush. Woo! Oh. Okay, we're going to open those legs for wide straddle, just like we did standing. I'm going to get my strap because I can't really get my foot as well. We're going to come over to the left and come into that forward fold on this side. I'm going to keep working with my body to make it so that I'm in alignment and facing that leg. It's really about lifting and getting yourself into that better position before folding again. Couple more breaths. Let's walk those hands back up. Woo! Come right over to the other side. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. So get that body pointed towards that foot before making that reach. And then keep lifting, tucking the belly until we're facing that foot. And then resting into the stretch on this side. One more breath. And come on up. Woo! Let's lay back down on the earth again. Legs are outreached, arms are overhead. Before we get into moving, let's give a whole body stretch from toes to fingers. Stretch that belly. Woo. Oh, everything is so sore today. Let's take one big inhale. Exhale that right knee into chest. Inhale it long. Exhale left knee to chest. So we're going to work back and forth a few times before we hold. The next time that right foot's in, we're going to hold it. So once we grab a hold of it, tuck your chin. And we're just working on trying to bring that thigh closer to our belly or chest. Some of you will be able to bring it straight back. Others of us, like me, to the side. You do you. One more breath. Release that leg down to the earth, and when you're ready, we'll bring that left knee to chest. Ooh. Tuck that chin again. Okay, release that down to the earth. We're going to come to standing. Because what's a good stretch session without standing? Again, no chair, just standing. Bob's falling asleep over here. Whoo! Okay. I'm going to get back on my mat, I think, so I don't slip. Come to a place where we're feeling nice and solid. Legs are hip distance apart. We're going to step the right foot all the way back. Once you get it there, keep going. Now we're just holding. Right arm comes up. And then we're ooh, that was a good crack. We're leaning over to the left. Breathing into the right side body. You can bring that knee down in the ground if you need to. It doesn't have to be here. Woo! Okay, I'm going to settle into my knee coming down. Right arm comes back up. Don't let that chest collapse. We're keeping it nice and tall. One more breath. Let's bring that right hand back down. Come back up. Reset those legs hip distance apart. You're going to step that left foot back. Same thing other side. Find that spot. Keep moving into it. Left arm comes up this time. Keep moving that left leg back. Getting that stretch. Now moving into setting that left knee down. Continuing that stretch. I don't know where anybody else feels this, but for me it's total oblique, iliac, psoas, little TFL in there. One more breath. Bring those hands back down. Step forward. Come up again. We're going to go wide-legged for a side lunge, okay? So get those legs nice and wide. We're just going to come into the right. Pulse, up, left. So back and forth. One more time each side. Next time we go to the right, we're going to hold there. You can even get that arm rested. You can go into side angle. My shoulders are shot. I'm not even going there today. We're just resting into this right side. We're really stretching this glute, so the glute is pushing back. One more breath. Now come on over to the left. Same thing. You can get that arm up. You can rest here. You can decide. We're going to pulse. And back up. Got two more things to do. They're related. Find a wall. I'm going to point the camera towards the wall over here for the first one. So you know frog. We're going to do frog next, but we're going to start on the wall with frog on the wall backwards, okay? So we're going to lie down on our back, hopefully, if I can get in here. Then I'm going to bring my legs wide. And I'm going to try to get my legs parallel. And then I can use my hands in the hallway if I want more stretch. And I'm just like really light. For me, this is terrible, just like it is. So if you're in the hallway, it's wonderful. You can kind of pulse in and out. Push. One more. And hold. Woo! IT band is screaming. 2 more breaths. Okay. I'm going to come over to my side. I don't even know if I can move anymore. We're going to bring that to the ground upside down. Woo! I'm just going to crawl over. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing that we did over there. First, we externally rotate the feet. Then we open the knees. You come this way, and I'll move down this way. Okay. So you're going to open those knees as far as you can. Forearms are down on the ground. Keep working it. And then we're going to pull slowly. We're going to come forward on the inhale. Exhale, push back. Woo! This is like the last straw for my hips today. Just so you know. You're like, this is the last straw. 2 more. The next time you push back, we're going to hold there. So bring those arms back with you so you have more support. Nice deep breath. Breathing into those spots that are tight. This is it. Last one. One more breath. You're breathing, right? Okay, bring those hands down to the floor. Get off the forearms. Bring those legs back together. Let's go into child's pose. Just to breathe and be thankful it's over. One more breath here. And then we'll come up nice and slow. Woo! I really needed that. And sometimes this is really silly. If I say I'm going to do a class, I'll do it. But if I don't, I won't. So there you are. Hence my silliness. Let's see. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. bands, all kinds of bands. Bring every kind of band you have. And then at 5 p.m. we have a flow yoga. I don't know what we'll be working yet. It's also Kennedy's birthday. Man boy turns 20, 7 a.m. He basically almost fell out on the way to the hospital. He was number 4. They said, I said, I'm not going to go until I'm giving birth. So I waited until then, called Dr. Mellum, which is so funny because he's St. Mary's provider still. And he was out jogging. It was Easter. He said, I better hurry because she's got about 2 minutes. And by the time he hit, Kennedy was born. It was lovely. And I left like 20 minutes later. It was like the easiest birth ever. I was just getting up in years. So then you become more and more high risk, right? And how many pregnancies you have. So anyway, happy birthday to us. Have a beautiful evening. I will see you guys tomorrow for bands. Love you all so much.